As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, the Hokies will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Blue Hens offense will get first crack at it today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got him. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man on the outside. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're on the other side, more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Tyler. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Blue Hens look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete. but it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Trying play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Delaware!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the ground with the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give it down for a loss. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Hunt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They boot it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it past the marker. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Fakes to grab. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Hey, you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The give to the tailback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Blue Hens need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Cincinnati.
Starts a drive trying to go up top.
We'll circle back.
Oh, they knock him free. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Hokies are rolling down the field. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fights off a defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cutler. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. From the gun, running back gets to give. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. The play action fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's landing. And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. It'll be 3rd and long. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Blue Hens will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. Off the play fake on first down. Hauls it in. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry up. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
He's marked down at the 22. Good enough for a first down.
They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on 2nd down. Caught. Tripped up for the tackle. The Blue Hens line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
And the Blue Hens will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, what a move. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Now they're going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Cutler. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Leaves it with the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. The Hokies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Velez. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Hokies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to barrel in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Hokies.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, it's a 1-possession game, down 21-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. They're trailing by just 4 to Iowa State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. On 3rd down, going up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
The You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. They'll go to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped short, and this defense holds on to this slim 2-point lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Off play action. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Blue Hens need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They go right back to him. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Hokies will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's McCray. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Blue Hens come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. To the ground. He's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback. It's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush. Sometimes it's a 3-man rush. Sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Tight end finds a soft spot. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. Absolutely center cut. They extend the lead to 5 here in the third. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Back open in the middle. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Wants to return it. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Blue Hens headed quickly to the line.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They'll ride the hot hand.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Here's a hit. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The give to the back. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Cutler. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man quickly. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the ground with the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. They're working that left side. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Blue Hens really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Runs through the tackle. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Grabbed in the backfield, it's Velez. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. the Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Going with the counter play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit.
Number 19, on to punt it away.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.